Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So some details have leaked out about the special counsel's investigation into Donald Trump's alleged coup. According to sources who spoke with ABC News, Trump's former deputy chief of staff, Dan Scavino, gave them some very incriminating information about what Trump was doing on January 6th. Scavino, you might recall, he's a longtime employee of Trump's. He refused to meet with the January 6th Select Committee, but a judge ruled that he had to sit for the grand jury and answer questions in this special counsel probe. So his feedback was pretty damning. The sources say that Scavino described Trump as disinterested in doing anything to stop the Capitol attack. And Scavino also said that Trump was, quote, very angry that day, not at his supporters, though. He was angry at the fact that in his mind, the election had been stolen. He said that at times, Trump was just sitting silently in the dining room and he just sat there with his arms folded, staring at the TV, just watching the Capitol attack unfold. And Scavino and others, according to his recounting of events, they tried for 20 minutes to convince Trump to issue a statement at least to try to calm things down. They said they finally gave up, or he said that they finally gave up. They left the dining room. Well, as soon as they left the dining room, that's when Trump posted on Twitter and said that his vice president, quote, didn't have the courage to do what should have been done. So Trump aides told the special counsel that they were completely blindsided by that post. Scavino was typically the one who posted Trump's social media stuff. And so the White House counsel assumed that Scavino had written it. So they ran down the hall, they confronted him about it, and Scavino confirmed, I didn't do it. And then he and some of Trump's aides went back to the dining room and they told Trump, that wasn't really helpful. That wasn't what we needed. And Trump replied, quote, but it's true. So the sources also said that Trump's White House counsel, Pat Cipollone, advised Trump that he needed to issue a statement instructing his supporters to leave. And then Scavino went and typed up a bunch of different possible messages, and he put them in front of Trump, and he said he hoped that he would approve one of them. And then the testimony confirmed what Cipollone and Cassidy Hutchinson had told the Select Committee, that Ivanka Trump, quote, rushed down to the Oval Office dining room to try to convince her father to also issue a public statement. So over 30 minutes passed, they said, before Trump reluctantly agreed to allow Scavino to post on his Twitter account. And that was the message, asking his supporters to support the police, to stay peaceful. So that happened at 2:38 p.m. Now, of course, we all know by that time it was anything but peaceful. That was just minutes before Ashley Babbitt was shot and killed. So Jared Kushner, they say, is the one who eventually convinced Trump he needed to do something. So that's when Trump finally recorded that video telling his terrorists to go home, we love you, you're very special. So that night, Scavino said he had an uncomfortable conversation with Trump. He allegedly told him, quote, this is all your legacy here, and there's smoke coming out of the Capitol. But Scavino advised Trump that he could still preserve his legacy if he did the right thing from that point forward. Now, of course, we all know, again, he did not. And Scavino told the investigators that to this day, he personally, meaning Scavino, hasn't seen any evidence of fraud that would have changed the outcome of the election. And then the source also shared details from testimony from Trump aide Nick Luna. Luna said that when Trump was informed that his vice president had to be rushed to a secure location, Trump's only response was, quote, so what? And then Luna told the investigators that Trump proved he was, quote, capable of allowing harm to come to one of his closest allies. What a shocker. Where has this guy been? Is this the first time he's realizing this? That Trump has no loyalty to anyone? Anyway, Luna allegedly warned Trump not to post the Twitter message that said, quote, these are the things and events that happen when a sacred landslide election victory is so unceremoniously and viciously stripped away from great patriots. Remember this day forever. So Luna warned him, don't do it because it makes you sound culpable. It makes you sound like you were, quote, directing the violence. As we all know, again, Trump posted it anyway. And Trump's White House counsel, Pat Cipollone, advised Trump to contact the Republicans in Congress and to tell them to withdraw their objections to the certification. He said, the country needs to move on, you need to tell them not to do it. And Trump told Cipollone, quote, I don't want to do that. Now, Trump's other White House counsel, Pat Philbin, he told investigators that night he sat and he was watching some of the day's news coverage with Trump. And when videos of the violence was shown, Trump said something to the effect of, quote, this is what happens when they try to steal an election. And then Philbin told him, quote, Mr. President, it doesn't justify this. And the aides told the special counsel that Trump was in disbelief that night. That was the word they used, but they said he showed no remorse. So there you go. His own people, hardcore Republicans, and they're all confirming what we've already heard from Cassidy Hutchinson and others. Not only did he not lift a finger to stop the violence, which he had 100% control of, which he could have stopped at any moment as the commander-in-chief, he instigated it. He incited it. He stoked the flames even higher. As the violence was taking place, he threw gasoline on the fire. Anyway, I'll let you know when I hear more. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please donate if you possibly can. Love you all. Take care. I will talk with you soon.